Hey there, I'm Aki and I'm developing Subnautica Call of the Void. This is the first of the monthly devlogs documenting our progress on the mod and giving you more insights into our process and ideas. The team and I have been hard at work in the past month, laying the foundations for the mod, creating concepts, 3D models, islands and implementing some new creatures into the game. And we're also really close to releasing the first Leviathan for you to test out. More about that at the end of the video. All of this wasn't as easy as you might have thought though. Subnautica uses about 95% of the space you can actually put terrain in, without literally everything breaking and the terrain disappearing again. Not only that, but if you go too far away from the center of the map, everything starts freaking out, and we had to find a way to solve that too. So we first basically had to rewrite the way Subnautica spawns and saves terrain, I think. Our modders essentially had to create their own program for this, but it's still really hard, so we're trying to get the program the devs used for Subnautica at the moment. I say we here, but I really don't understand any of this. All I know is that our modders struggled with this for quite a while, and eventually they got it working. And here they are, the first new Void Islands. Now, as you can clearly see, these are in very early stages, even missing floaters, because we literally solved the terrain spawning issue last second and only with a workaround at the moment. But it works. We'll eventually replace these islands so they're not final at all, but they're great for testing. Obviously, creatures, most plants, and actual details are still missing, so I spawned in a few of the new creatures for you myself. The actual islands and the void clusters will be spaced out further apart than this too, so you can't just swim between all islands, but some might be quite close like this, or even connected in some ways. We still have to let you get scared of what might be underneath you though, so there's going to be a lot of open space and you can't see the bottom. If you do want something to help you feel safer, I recommend checking out NordVPN, who are massively supporting this project. Don't click away just yet. Without people like Nord, this project wouldn't have been possible, so maybe give them a chance. Like any VPN, Nord allows you to virtually go anywhere in the world. This is especially useful with region-locked websites or content, like on Netflix. If a show isn't available in your country, use NordVPN to send yourself to another one and you can start watching. But Nord does more than most VPNs. Like I said, it keeps you safe online with threat protection that blocks malware, trackers, and ads. They even have the NordPass password manager, and it's so nice to not have to remember all your passwords. And if one of your old passwords got leaked, Nord will warn you with the dark web monitor. The best thing is, they don't track your online activity and encrypt your connection. You can get 4 extra months on a 2-year plan with my link in the description. nordvpn.com/AkiYT. And if you change your mind, you can get your money back for 30 days. This project would be impossible without sponsors like Nord. So if you'd like to show them that sponsoring us is worth it, please click the link in the description. Our concept artists have also been hard at work at trying to scare you, but I of course can't show everything here. I won't include any spoilers and even not every biome or creature we work on, so you still have new things to discover when the mod comes out. You've already seen the hermit squid concept from Trix at the end of the last video, and we came up with some new possible colors for it. The model is also currently underway, which is the thing I'm working on, and that's this here in the background. This little guy uses its acidic spit to hollow out crystals and uses them as a home. As the player, you can pull it out of its shell, making it seek out nearby crystals and leading you to them. And hey, maybe you can even put a hat on them, I'm not sure yet. That reminds me, we added a new team member too. Vandal joined the concept artists and brought us this gem for her anemone forest biome. You do not want to know how long it took me to pronounce yeah, that. This biome might seem peaceful at first, with beautiful glowing small fish and plants everywhere, like this feather ray, which has a really great mouth by the way, I'd just like to point that out. Or this luma stalk plant, which might be a harvestable resource. But not everything is friendly, so watch out where you put your fingers. Maisie came up with a concept for these spooky caves, which I won't tell you too much about because it's a spoiler, but it's going to be fun. We're also messing around with some new jellyfish ideas. Of course, there are jellyfish with eyes in below zero already, so maybe this one's better? Oh god, never mind! Also, if you do have any ideas for creatures, plants, biomes, or feedback for anything I've shown here, make sure to let me know in the comments or on my Discord server. You can also support the mod on Patreon to get access to the Call of the Void server with all the devs in there and give them your feedback directly. And you also get weekly updates on our progress. Or if you want to support Call of the Void even more and have way too much money, you can subscribe at the Architect tier and work with us to implement one of your creature ideas. The first patron actually has theirs already in the game, as you will see in just a second. So, back to the game. One of the new fish is this little guy, the blebfish. Yes, that is its official name. I love him. This came from one of the old Subnautica fish concept art. These just act as a food source for predators and the player like any other fish. Then over here on the next island is the next new creature, the Void Boomerang. And yes, we'll talk about that Hydra in a second. This is just a retexture of the boomerang, as you can see by the fact that we completely forgot to change its specular map, which means it looks green if you shine a light on it. That is not intentional, but in the dark you can see what they're actually supposed to look like. On these next islands, there's a lot going on. First, the red omniculus, another small fish that was even featured in the trailer and also from the same old Subnautica concept as the blebfish. Their green counterparts are a tiny bit too big, and there's also something wrong with their fins and bioluminescence, but we'll fix that soon, I promise. And last but not least, the snakes. This is actually the first creature created for a patron of the Architect tier. It's not actually supposed to twist up like this, kind of like these candies, and it can't extend its frills yet, but that will be implemented soon as well. Still, lots of polishing to be done, but that's what we've gotten done creature-wise so far. At least, the things I can show you here. We do already have more stuff that's already done, but again, no spoilers. And of course, we also have a bunch of music currently being produced. The track you've been hearing this entire time is actually one of the new ones we're adding for a new biome. Now, let's get back to the Hydra. This is just the model spawned in, so it's not functional yet. Sadly, I know, but you can get a good look at what it will feel like in-game. I also messed up the size, and it's only about 2/3 of its intentional 50 meters. As you can see here, each of the compartments is 5 meters, so it should reach the front, but it doesn't yet. Oh yeah, it's also missing collision, so you can just swim in. But yeah, we definitely have to scale this up, or you're going to bump your head a lot, at least once it has collision. This also makes the already tight areas of the submarine feel even smaller, like the storage room or the living compartment. So yeah, we need to scale this up. Like everything, this is a pretty simple fix, but we just haven't gotten around to it yet. There's a lot we have to do at once, so it might take some time to get these smaller things fixed. The front of the Hydra should be about the same size as the Cyclops, so you can see the size difference and how much we'll scale it up here. And now finally, let's talk about the first Call of the Void shard. These shards are standalone mods of individual parts of Call of the Void that will release early for you to test and play around with. Think of them like early access, but only for parts of the mod. The first one comes out in about 2 weeks, so subscribe and stick around for that, and it's a Leviathan. It's actually quite terrifying in the game, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts on it, because that's why we do this, so you can play around with stuff, and we get feedback on the stuff we show you. It will even include a little challenge to see if you can get past the Leviathan. But that's everything I can talk about that we've done this month. Again, all ideas and feedback are appreciated. Check out the Patreon to support the team, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye!